So today somebody came across an archived website for the family school, and I figured that we could all take a look at what they push to our parents versus the actuality of the situation. As you can see, this was their site. Additional information founded 1979, 13 to 18, grades 9 to 12, and postgraduate. There was also middle school kids there when I was there. Duration, 12 to 24 months. That's kind of accurate. Scenic and peaceful. Obviously without the peaceful, okay? Tuition, $6,800 a month. Contact the school for current rates and fees. So sometimes if a kid was sent there by a school district, the school district did pay some amount, so the parents weren't responsible for it all. But that's a shit ton of money for what we're about to get into. Area focus. Therapeutic boarding school serving bright, talented teens struggling with behavioral or emotional difficulties. So I will say that for the most part, we're all pretty intelligent, and some of us do have really good talents. As far as rigorous academics, daily therapeutic counseling, and character education, based on the principles of the 12 steps, where I don't see any of that. Emotional health and spiritual awareness. Emotional health, I think that y'all did way more damage than good. Spiritual awareness, yeah, we prayed to God to make it stop. Award-winning programs in journalism, art, photography, music, dance, and drama, and a strong culture of peer support. Sure. Mission statement. To heal families, build character, and change lives by providing an integrated program of academics, therapeutic counseling, experimental therapy, and 12-step living to at-risk teens, helping them safely through the crises of adolescence toward responsible adulthood. Where was the therapeutic counseling and was the experimental therapy being wrapped in a blanket with duct tape of the table topics? Asking for a friend. Philosophy and belief statements. The founders of the Family Foundation School were heavily influenced by the 12-step program. Today, the 12 steps and the 4 absolutes of Oxford Group are taught in our living skills classes and serve as a touchstone for decision-making at all levels of the organization, except the administration and the staff, clearly. This is like hilarious to me. We provide an integrated therapeutic on which every experience, relationship, and interaction contributes to recovery and personal growth. Our psychological approach, Freudian, combines therapeutic counseling, family systems theory, and therapy through a full range of work and recreational activities. Hiking, fishing, camping, cooking, cleaning, snow shoveling, lawn mowing, dog training, organized sports, and singing. You did get the rigorous academic curriculum correct. Personal discovery, interpersonal develops, emotional and spiritual growth seem to happen long after the family school, okay? Support services, individual, group, and family counseling. Positive peer support. I don't know where that was offered. I couldn't tell you. But here's who accredited them. I did find that interesting. I'm interested in that. And I'll be doing some more research regarding that. Gotta throw some parent testimonials in there, right? I do wonder. Oh, it's a prospective parent. I do wonder if they went. I've taken some time to research other schools, and I keep coming back to Family Foundation. Your school offers a very special something that the others are missing. What was that special something? I can't forget the honest and awareness of your students and their participation in a spiritual journey. Other schools have felt, well, almost cold, but it is what is on the inside at the Family Foundation that impressed me. Imagine that. Nothing short of torture. Super impressive. Super impressive. And these are the things that they use to hook up parents, right? Division ranked interscholastic sports, girls and boys basketball, soccer, cross country, golf, and softball. So that was actual. But if you were on sanctions, what would happen? You'd come out of it, right? You wouldn't be able to play. Fly fishing, never heard of that. Boy Scouts, I never heard of that. Filmmaking, never heard of that. I also never heard of skateboarding, because when I was there, skateboarding was considered old image and definitely not allowed. Like, when on intake, they would take kids' skateboards away from them and send them home with their parents. The structured therapeutic environment and nurturing supportive family living are designed to build character and heal student-family relationships, except that literally did the opposite. It absolutely destroyed it. Every student at the Family Foundation School receives an individualized service plan, flexible length of stay. So that is true, because each student progressed differently. So here we go. This is interesting, because I noticed that they leave out Eastridge, right? That's weird. More than 30 years ago, a family began a new journey, one based on spiritual principles. Tony, somehow I don't think it's very spiritual to scream in girls, minor females, faces, telling them that they were whores and going to have to use their body to survive. Weird. Or how you and your wife were having the best sex ever and you're an ex-pimp. Right. The journey had taken us many places we'd never dreamed of. Yeah, because you were making a shit ton of money. In 1976, we moved here from New York City, mostly to give our children a place in the country to grow up and practice our 12-step principles and recovery in Alcoholics Anonymous and the 4 absolutes of honesty, purity, unselfishness, and love. Do you think you practice them today? One day, a friend of one of our daughters told us she was in trouble and needed a place to stay. We said yes, provided she tried to practice the same principles in which we believed. A couple of weeks later, a young man who was having trouble staying sober asked us if he could live with us. Again, we said yes, as long as he followed the principles. Word got around, and in a very short time, our house was filled with young people looking for a change in their life. But young people need to be educated, that is, led from darkness to light. Imagine that. So several years ago, we decided to start a school. In the beginning, it was literally in the basement of a little brown ranch house. Now it has grown into a spreading campus of dorms, classrooms, athletic fields, dining areas, and a chapel. What he means to say in dorms was trailers. Anywho, when we began our journey, we never dreamed such a thing. Your future, like ours, can be incredibly wonderful once you begin this journey. It is not without fear, but you don't have to go at it alone. No, you'll get there after the school. Along the way, you may discover parts of yourself you never knew existed, and you may find the joy and happiness in a world that you hoped existed. I think that a lot of us got there way after we healed all of the trauma that y'all put into our lives. But anyway, rest in peace, Tony. I just wanted to throw this in there to mention, because it mentions the Bridge program. It's a therapeutic and educational alternative for young adults ages 18 to 20 that can serve as a postgraduate. It's for kids to take a gap year, stuff like that. Providing valuable transitional opportunities for students who are transitioning from a therapeutic boarding school or residential treatment center who need continued support as they begin their college experience. Experiencing difficulty completing high school or getting into college, or those who have been discharged or dropped out of college. I think we all needed the Bridge program for maybe 5 or 10 years after we got out of this school. Just my opinion though. But anyway, I thought that we could all look at this fucking absurd shit that they would put on the internet that was full of lies, dishonesty. Imagine that. The 4 absolutes. They're not so absolute with you staff members, are they? Fucking strange.